Hello Scorpio, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is about a message which the universe wants to give you, the divine energies need to give you, the higher energies need to give you. So let us begin by taking out a card that what is it that they want to address? What is it that you need more information, guidance on? What is it for Scorpio that the universe wants to tell? Okay, it's about a contract. Okay, it's about a contract. This contract, can be, something at the physical level, at the in the earth level, right? Contract for work, contract for house. It could also be one of those unwritten, unspoken contracts we have in relationships, and it could also be a spiritual contract, a karmic contract. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. This is something, you have a very good idea about what what this contract is. Okay, so just let's get on with more cards. So this is something, which you need to, it's a pact you have with someone. Oh, you got two signs. All right, let's get one. So, speaking of this contract, this is something, that, you need to commit to it. You need to complete it regardless of how you feel. It's something that you're duty bound to do. We have the sun. This is something to do with your soul. It's a soul contract. For some, I feel. And you have the Gemini and the Pisces sign. And you have the 10th house. Absolutely, it's a karmic contract. Bang on, Scorpio. This is something you had to do. This is part of your karmic cycle. This is the part of your own debt clearing, okay, with another person or people. So like I said, with the sixth chakra here, you know what it is about. Your soul is, it is part of your soul's journey, and it is also part of your spiritual growth as well. See, it's all this is something you needed to come together with somebody to experience something and then to let it go. Okay, in that process there is a lot of understanding, there is a lot of growth, there are a lot of changes which have come about in you, and certain dreams coming into reality, certain dreams getting crushed, certain and getting a new identity by dissolving a part of yourself and your karma to emerge into someone different. The success has been achieved in this. You have done things well. Okay, you have come into a certain status, you've come into a certain position, you've seen a certain amount of success. That's why we've got the sixth chakra here. There's a lot of knowing you have with respect to this karmic contract. You do know that you've been successful in honoring it, completing it, and doing your very best. There has been a change. Like I said, a certain part of your karma has dissolved because of this contract, which has coming to an end. You can probably sense that also, and you also know that this has brought about a huge change in you. At the soul level, you've grown spiritually. You've got a lot of spiritual awareness because of this. And for some of you, you could have learned you created a new life for yourself, and you also see yourself in a new light because of the process it took, the path it took, the changes you have seen for yourself. You see yourself in a different light also, and you have respect in your own eyes, you have respect from others, you have success. It's like people look at you very differently, you also look at yourself very differently. You are a very different person because you went through this contract, honored it, did your bit, changed yourself, dissolving this entire thing. Okay, let's see. Open up to change. See, that's what this is about. Believe in your good luck. So, here, things have changed for you. You have changed. I just described all of that. And, this is now you're at the end of this contract, or maybe you're already over with it. I do feel, you're on the verge of it, and now you see that how things are going to change for the better for you, because till we don't pay off certain karmic debts, life becomes a little, is only focused on fulfilling that, because we have a limited amount of time for these kind of soul contracts, karmic contracts, that it's time bound. It has to be done, and then one goes separate ways. So it cannot be that so that's why the universe pushes us. It's a very intense time, it's a very difficult time, because the universe wants everything to be cleared up. There is no, it's not happening again. So it does not want you to be left with any remnants, any lingering cords. So that is why it becomes so difficult, it becomes so intense, because it has to be done. There's so much pressure on it. It's like it's like a weight. That's the 10th house, Saturn, for you. Okay, so he'll put you under a lot of pressure so that you can you can finish all that work. There's no time to breathe, there is no time to relax. You're constantly on the wheel. Okay, so now that is over, now it is coming to an end. Things are going to change for the better for you, and that is what I think we are going to get some insight into. Like I said, you've dissolved a part of your karma, or you dissolved a part of yourself. Now you're emerging as something, emerging as someone very different, with new energy, new light. So believe in that there's a good turn of events coming for you after this contract is once and for all over. So maybe at the verge of it, this is what the universe is giving you that message. That's why this reading has come up for you. Let's start. Oh, so you got the balance card, right? So things are aligning, a new balance is coming. It's like you brought about that balance and that compromise. Little by little, little by little, you have just been at it, and in a very beautiful way, you have been able to deal with this patiently, fulfilling this, and not going into any extremes to complete this. The mighty Saturn has ensured that you do it well. Queen of Swords. Empress. Six of Swords, sorry. Very contrasting energies of the Queen of Swords and the Empress. Look, it's time to disconnect from this. Don't even think about it anymore, Scorpio. You know that, you all know it, that what you were in for and what you're coming out of. You all have an inner knowing that yes, it is almost over. So do not entertain thoughts of what you went through. Do not entertain thoughts of the past, and make a clean break from it. Be honest with yourself that yes, something is over, it no longer serves any purpose, it's out of my life now. It's time to nurture yourself, it's time to look at a new change, an easier way of life, a more smooth, prosperous, I wouldn't say laid back, but softer energies, more nurturing energies. With this contract, you were on your toes all the time. No time to look after yourself, doing constantly. Now is the time to look after yourself, take care of yourself, move away. Don't think too much about what happened and what did not happen. Don't spend too much time thinking about how you managed to deal with it. Do not try and get answers for any questions at this point in time, Scorpio. Just move away. You're not going to get answers right now. And maybe some things do not need answers. Don't push for them. Get out of this space first. The universe is taking you away from here. Do not question, where are you going, okay? Do not reflect on what you're leaving behind. Just be very happy and grateful that you're leaving something and you're moving into better energy. For now, just be with the ride. Do not think of the past. It might be very overwhelming for some of you. Some of you could have been really saturated, dealing with it, and do not saturate yourself further by thinking about it. What happened, why it happened, why did so and so do this, say this, what I went through, how I did. Nothing like that, Scorpio. Leave it for the time being. Don't push for any answers right now, and don't analyze what has happened so far. Okay? Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Three of Swords. You're getting quite a few sword cards over here. Okay, just let things go. Sorry, not let things go, just balance whatever is happening right now. This is not the time to don't look back on your past, Scorpio, on what has happened. With this Three of Swords, it is very obvious that it's really hurt your feelings. It has not been a very unpleasant experience for you. But now, if you would like to weigh all pros and cons of this, you would like to look at this situation from both, from trying to get a balance for yourself. If you feel you're up to it, right, in due course of time, you can start thinking. Maybe you will get new insights which are going to heal this pain for you. Okay, there might be a lot of back and forth happening, lot of analysis, lot of looking at things from various perspectives. But if you feel you're up to it and you would want to do it, like I said, not immediately, but in the due course of time, you could get some interesting insights to and interesting as in you will see how the dots join, and how it played out, and what happened, and where it has brought you. And in that process, when you look at it logically, you will feel your pain coming down a little. You might need to revisit all of those things, but again, to get an understanding for it. Now, if you're up to it, then you by all means go and analyze it, look at it. You will get the insights. But if you feel that this is a little too soon for me, then don't unnecessarily look back on the past. The choice is yours. What do you want to choose? You feel you're up to it, it'll be good. You'll get answers. If you feel you're not up to it, it's going to hurt you even more, then leave it for the time being. See, he's sitting in between, no? Which way does he go? How does he wield his sword? Is he up to the challenge, or he wants to keep sitting? These are your thoughts. You feel driven enough to analyze it, by all means go ahead. If you feel no, I need a breather, don't push yourself. We have the Renewal card, the High Priestess, and the Wise Counselor. These are all major arcana cards. See, even if you do not feel like looking back at everything in the past, it would be a good idea to at least look back at it to end it and then move forward with it. You do not have to tell anybody about. I mean, if you don't feel like, with the High Priestess card over here, you want to keep things to yourself, do that. You want to meditate on it, do that. You want to consult spiritual texts, do that. You want to read about it from a spiritual perspective, by all means do that. But you do need to close this past for yourself with no strings attached, with all loose ends tied, and then move forward. It would be a good idea to consult with a spiritual person, someone you look upon as a teacher. Ask the divine to give you signs, help, messages, so that you can leave this on a good note. See, whatever the trials, tribulations, and the difficult times were, the fact is that karmic, each and every person on earth, I mean, forget about person, every creature born on earth is carrying a karmic debt. There is no denying that, and there is no debating that. We all have to repay it. You have repaid yours. That is a big and a huge plus point, that you're at the end of it. But those trials, those difficult times make you the person you are. That's what is making you shine. You have grown so much spiritual experience and wisdom, stepping into new light, shedding the old forever for good in your entire, all your incarnations, not going through this again. Look at all of this from the eyes, from the perspective of spiritual growth and development, Scorpio. You will see what you stand to gain. Tough times will come in everyone's life, everybody. So leave that point aside. You just see how you have grown, how you have matured, and how much the debt you have paid off, and you have completed something for yourself, and in a very good way. Like I said, described earlier, you're in good light. Everyone is looking up to you, right? You've got a certain you've got a certain standing now in the presence of these people and associated people. I mean, it's not a small thing. They real, because the cards are saying that, it's not that it's my personal view. The cards are saying success over here. 10th house is your status, your power, how people look up to you. They look up to you as someone very responsible who's fulfilled all their duties. And in the process of doing all of this, you are shining. You have dissolved your karma. You have emerged as a wiser person, as a better person. And it's like shedding off the load. Look, transformation, huge changes which you have experienced, and like I said, a big chapter of your entire soul journey through all incarnations coming to an end. But you still have anxiety about the changes that are also coming up in life. You know that this has been a very significant experience for you, which changed the course of your life. You still have some anxiety, and emotionally it is still disturbing you. But okay, so let me get some more. Let's get guidance for you. Because it changes life, no? So because when the contract is over, obviously everyone moves away. Okay, but I think anxiety and feeling a little emotionally uncertain about what lies ahead. Attend to the details. Cool your emotions. Relax a little, Scorpio. Reflect on your priorities. Okay, attend to details and reflect on your priorities. Don't get too caught up in what's coming your way. I think it's a good idea to focus on your daily routine, what you need to do on a day-to-day basis, and don't get into a frenzy, getting anxious and worried about the course life is going to take for you. Our life is already written. A lot of things are, I personally feel everything is written and destined. We just need to go through it as and when they come up. So don't get too hot and bothered. Don't think too far out in the future. Live on a day-to-day basis. It's going to keep you calm, cool, and the changes will come in gradually. Focus on what you need to do, Scorpio, for now. Focus on your priorities, fulfill them. Do all the small things you need to do to look after yourself. It'll help you relax. Meditation would be wonderful, or any other means, so that you engage yourself in productive and good activities, long walks in nature, spending time outdoors. Do not think too much, and don't about the past or about the future. Live in the present. And when you do get a little agitated, do something to calm your emotions. Don't get too anxious, and don't be in a frenzy for anything. It's not needed. You need to keep a cool head through this transformation. That's your reading. Thanks for watching.